Ajá, it is indeed. Okay, muy bien. So let's levantamos. Let's just stand it up. And I'm going to take my head just kind of side to side for a moment. So today we're talking about moving through tension. So I'm looking at my head. I don't even know. What am I doing? I'm swaying. That's all I'm doing. I'm just taking a little sway. And letting that sway come from the ground. So por mis pies, I'm taking that sway through my feet. Just letting kind of gravity move the fluids of me all the way around. Good. And maybe lead with one shoulder now, letting it come up and roll back. Come up and roll back as you shift your weight in cada pie. Good. And then I'm going to just pause there for a moment and bring a little, so I mean, I said pause, but really I'm still swaying. I'm going to just kind of circle from my elbows and wrists, haciendo círculos desde las muñecas, desde los codos, y lo haremos otra dirección. Push and reach out, kind of finding that the other way. Good. And then from there, once again, just kind of go back to that sway, 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 sway. I'm pulling, reaching. So let the fingertips pull towards your armpit as you reach out. So we're getting a big stretch into the wrists. Good. So it's like scooping out under the armpit and then reaching, reaching, flinging whatever is in there out. Good. And then let's go ahead and pause just for a moment in the center and create a little undulation. So for SI stuff, thinking about the sacroiliac, I try to, if I'm feeling any kind of irritation in the sacroiliac, when I bend the knees, think about the thighs really moving back, the belly scooping up, and then almost again allowing movement, gravity to kind of massage that area instead of force a big, big movement back, if that makes sense. Good. So then go ahead and reverse that direction so the tailbone goes down, you reach it back and up, tailbone goes down, reach it back and up. Again, so you're still getting that sense that the belly pulls, holds you, lifts, supports, protects your low back. Good. So then from there, let's just pause in the center. I'm going to go back into my shoulders and roll the thumbs in, roll the thumbs out, roll the thumbs in, roll the thumbs out. And just notice that kind of space being made between the shoulder blades and then a deep tuck in of the shoulder blades as you externally rotate the arms here. So internal rotation, separate the shoulder blades. Good, and again, you could even reach your wrists up. And then external rotation draws the shoulder blades together. Good, let's try that one more time. And then hold that external rotation and let's turn your toes out as well. So I'm going to bring my fingertips to my shoulders. Inhale and exhale, kind of maintain that external rotation. Reach out. So as I lift, pushing out. As I lift, anchoring the heels. As I lower, coming down and up, down and up. One more. Hold down here, hands behind the head, and then you can just kind of lightly once again sway. Move the weight into your feet as you're continuing that external rotation. Good. And then let's pause, bend a little deeper, deep but light. So again, if you're trying not to irritate that sacroiliac, maybe even put your right hand back there. And then hold and reach over one side so you feel a very long, sturdy, stable low back. Inhale, left hand moves behind you. Exhale, stretch over towards the arm that's behind you. Okay, let's try that a couple more times. So feel the weight of the body. You're going to push the head into the hand. And exhale, shift head into the hand. And then the hips into the arm. Good, try that one more time. Good. And then from here, turn the 10 toes back to face forward. And then once again, staying just light in the feet, waking up your knees. imagining all the movement you know you're gonna have to do today. Let's just kind of connect. Good. So now exhale, reach your sternum forward and reach the arms up. I'm going to internally rotate the arm and then exhale, externally rotate as I come down. Well, I said external. Yeah. Inhale, internal rotation. Exhale, external rotation. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, so the backs of the wrists come together and then open up, palms to the sky. Good. And then from here, just pause once again with that weight down, shifting right and left and right and left and right and left. Let's take two hands to your two thighs. Open one shoulder, stretches towards a foot. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, on other shoulder stretches towards a foot. Inhale, come up. Now take two hands to your two knees or two thighs and pull the thighs out. Kind of as you stretch, you're kind of getting into the backs of the arms. Inhale, bring that up. Exhale, change the cross. And then again, reach arms and your hands into the thighs. Oh, and if you wanted, you could bend and straighten the knee. And really stretch it between your shoulder blades. How pleasant this sensation is. Surprisingly, remarkably pleasant. Exhale, come up. Let's take two hands, slide down the right leg, and then pull your shoulders towards your left heel. Now I want you to slide up the leg, so feel all those muscles. Good, sweep, taking the arms up. Go ahead, change the cross of the hands. Exhale, come float over the opposite leg. Pull back with the shoulder. So where there's tightness, where there's discomfort, just kind of go in there. And then we're going to come up. Resbalamos arriba. Good. And then exhale, turn yourself toward your right leg. And I want you to feel a kind of toe ball heel. So I'm going to take a moment, depending on when you woke up, to orient yourself here in this forward and back movement. Un pie adelante, otro pie atrás. Un pie adelante. Good. Forward and back. Adelante, atrás, adelante, atrás, adelante, atrás. Go ahead, pause with your right foot forward. Tap the heel into the floor. Tap the ball of the foot into the floor. And then ball to heel, ball to heel, ball to heel. Good. Feeling strength and connection into your ankle. Good. So now bend the back knee. Take your head right above the tail. And again, if I'm trying to pay attention to my knees, my hips, and be strong and engaged. Good. Without pushing or forcing. Keep the head right above your shoulders. Shoulder blades pulling together. Good. And then from here, just pause for a moment. Set your heel there and back down. Good. And take a big stretch up in the front knee. And then you can take opposite elbow to knee and lift. Opposite elbow to knee and lift. Remember that twist. Girando en las costillas. You're twisting in your rib cage. Inspirando arriba. Expirando abajo. Good. Y vamos a hacer más ancho. You're going to just make your feet nice and wide. Muy bien. So now just take a pause here. Arms all the way up. Pull your right wrist to the left. Pull your left wrist to the right. Oh, stretch the sides of the back. Vamos a girar. You're going to turn, change directions. Once again, just get some blood flow. Desde los pies hasta la cabeza. So just from head to toe. Inspirar, expirar, inspirar, expirar, moviendo el cuerpo. I'm just playing with my arms here. Do whatever you want to do. Let's pause. Take your front foot down, tailbone down, tap the heel. Tres, dos, uno. Ball of the foot. Tres, dos, uno. Good. Inhale. Lift the back heel and take your cabeza arriba y bajo. Arriba y bajo. So just pay attention to your knees. Like this is slow, steady movement. Arriba y bajo. Arriba y bajo. Good. Let's now pause and plant the back heel. Open into big Y shape. And then twist across your midline. And back up. Gira, gira, gira. Y arriba. Gira, gira, gira. Y arriba. One more time. Gira, gira, gira. Y arriba. Good. Taking the arms up. Left hand, I'm sorry, right hand, left wrist. Pull to the right. And then left hand hacia la muñeca derecha. Giramos hacia la izquierda. Good. Manos detrás de la cabeza, abriendo el pecho. So open the chest. And then exhale. Bring yourself forward. So this time, just take a few small little steps. I'm going to take my right arm, left leg up. Brazo izquierdo con la pierna derecha. So I'm going to lift and then focus on slowly lowering. Lift, keep maybe the elbow and the knee doblada, bent. Slowly lowering. Arriba, abajo muy despacio. Arriba, abajo muy despacio. Arriba, abajo muy despacio. Arriba y abajo muy despacio. Good. Take two arms up. Now two hands, two thighs. And exhale. Vamos a estirar la cabeza hacia. Bueno. So stretching your head, la cabeza, from your tail, away from the tail. Lejos del coxis. Good. And then really connecting that energy por la panza through your belly. Good. So that center scoops up. It allows you to lift. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to just pause and stretch, reach your arms back. And then a few times, again, bring your tailbone a little closer to the floor, a little further back behind you, and a little further from your head. Maybe take your thumbs here to that third eye point, the head lifted. Good. Elbows pulling parallel. Good. And then from here, I'm going to pause, take my arms back, take my hands back behind my thighs, and just come and estiramos adelante. So stretch forward and take your chin, el mentón hacia cada hombro. So take your chin towards each shoulder, a long forward bend. Lifting the thigh bones up, estirando abajo. Good. So now from here, I'm going to inhale, come up, stretch back through my right and left leg, finding a little plank pose, stretching through your fingers. Good. And then from here, go ahead, let the knees come down and let your body move into the floor. Bend the right knee and bring it back. Bend the left knee. And bring it back. Take the right knee up, and then a few times just let the thigh bone float up in the hip socket. Maybe pulling your shoulder blades together. Vamos a doblar, extender la rodilla. So bend and extend the knee. Good. And once again, to keep your sacroiliac well protected, pull the navel up. Keep this whole area long and broad. Go ahead. Take the right leg down. Bend your left leg, lift the femur bone up in the air just a few times. Good. Doblamos, extendemos. You're going to bend and extend the knee. And then let's just pause for a moment. The knee bent. Take the knee to the floor with the knee bent. Both feet coming together. Exhale, pull up.
Good, so you're just bringing your head a little closer to your heels. And then we'll press the elbows underneath you, scoop, pull the hips up. Right arm, left arm. And we'll exhale, lift. Take the right leg in the air. Good, left heel down, bend the knee, lift. And exhale, placing the foot behind the hand. Back heel turns in. Dedos afuera, turning the toes out. And then bringing your meñiques, índices, segundos pulgares, all those fingers together. Good. And then let's take opposite elbow to thigh here for a moment. So as you come, I'm going to take my right arm to my left hip and open my chest. Good. Now let the back heel come up and take that same arm in the air. Good. Now take that hand to your ankle and let the opposite arm float up. So scoop into the center, twist through the ribs. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and take two hands to the floor. Plant the back heel. Stretch the front leg. Good. So you feel as much length, mucho espacio entre el talón y el isquillón. So try to find as much space as possible between the heel and the sits bone. Same thing on the back heel. Good. You could even reach your right hand towards your back heel. Ooh, there's some revelation in there for me. Good, as I'm reaching. And now reach two fingertips forward, adelante. And then pull the back leg arriba. Trying to balance out that energy in the low back. Maybe the right arm comes up. Maybe it opens into Ardha Chandrasana. Good, now we're going to set that heel back down. Turn in, Padottanasana. Come up in this Padottanasana for a moment. Let the thumbs connect. Reach a long spine. And then exhale, slide out over the legs. Pull the elbows back. Relajando, relajando el cuello. Feeling the connection into the quadriceps. Shoulder blades down the back. And then pull up, 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 up. Turning towards your left toes. Good. And then just once again, this is my left side facing in. Feel yourself stabilize your belly. And then lift one foot, then the other. Up, 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 up. And feel just that deep connection into the feet, spreading the toes out. Muy bien. Anchor the 2 feet. Inhale, stretch, reach the thighs back, hands to the thighs for a moment. Stretch and extend. Desde la cabeza por toda la columna hacia la cola, hacia the coccyx. La espalda baja. So again, using these moments to kind of take care of your low back, blood flow, energy. Muy, muy, muy bien. Good. So now we're going to pause and then bring your fingertips more towards your shins. And then this time, see if you can press your hands here for a moment into the backs of your shins. Maybe even at the ankles, pull up just a little. So it's like you're moving that skin, that fiber, those parts of you, arriba, arriba. So if you can't get a deeper release in your low back, we're pulling up there. Then we're going to inhale, look all the way up. So again, space between the head and tail, step back left, step back right. This time let the knees come down. And then I want to try a thing. So reach your tailbone back. And then as you come forward, let the head curl into the floor. And then reach back. So just try this a few times with me, feeling the weight of the body move por la cabeza. Feeling the weight of your body move through the top of the head. Good. And from here, once you've had fun with that, exhale, go ahead, lift the head. Now reach back with the arms. And then this time, come let the head move up and the tail move down and in. And we'll just try that a few times. Head moving up, tail moving down. When it's time to lift, really feel that center part of you scoop. Up, 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 up. Beautiful. Down, 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 and then scooping up, up, up. Good. And then from here, we're just going to pause, let the elbows move in, let the tail lift up, 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 up. So again, once take your mentón, your chin towards hacia cada hombro. Take your chin towards each shoulder, and then lift your gaze so that you could kind of look at the tailbone here. Muy bien. Doblando las rodillas, bend the knees. Hands here to your low back, stretch. And palms reach back. Good. And then from here, we'll just bring your palms all the way underneath you. Curl the 10 toes, lifting up, left leg en el aire. Doblando la rodilla. Stretching. So reach the knee and the heel away from each other. And then vamos a colocar el pie detrás de la mano. So put the left hand there for a moment. Brazos en el aire. Your pie izquierdo adelante. Good. So stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach, reach, reach here. Dedos, meñiques, pulgares, índices. Good. So then I'm going to come just across my body, let opposite elbow. And then let's study these sensations. So the left hand then moves across the back to the right hip. So we're going to kind of lift and open your chest and shoulder here. Good. So the weight is still really anchored in your feet, not a whole lot in the arm. Head is lifting up. Good. So then from here, I'm just going to slowly come down the leg. Good. And then maybe reach this arm back for a moment. Set it back down. And then from here, go ahead, reach your right arm out, out, out. So feel yourself grow out of the joints to lift. Good. And then that hand can come back down. Top hand reaches over you, twisting, gira, gira, gira. Scoop up into your center. Once again, this hand can move to your low back. And then you're going to reach that front heel back, 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 back. As you extend the knee, top arm can come up over your bottom arm. So again, feel yourself scooped into the center. And now from here, we'll take those fingertips forward, just stretching for a moment, and then perhaps lifting your back leg up. Maybe reaching this arm again. Good. Maybe taking that arm up and over. Good. Maybe reaching that leg behind you, pivoting back up, and then coming here for a moment, manos detrás de la cabeza, hands behind the head. And then exhale, let the head come down into the floor. As you sort of push your shoulder blades back. Good, and then from here, I'm gonna inhale, bring the weight of the body up. Exhale, step right back to the top of the mat once again. Press in through the fingers, side to side. Good. And then press in through the thumbs, just side to side here for a moment. And then we're going to take dos brazos en el aire, take the arms up. And exhale, pull your tailbone towards your heels, getting nice and long. We'll inhale, stretch, take the spine up, and then take your hands back behind you. Stretch your left leg back. And take your left hand to left foot. And el brazo en el aire. Right arm in the air. Just breathe into that leg, into that foot. Dos brazos en el aire. Bring your palms together. Pull your belly button in. And exhale, reaching back. Taking your right hand, reaching it back. Finding your foot. Brazo en el aire. And exhale, release. Two hands into the head. Once again, tailbone pulling down, belly in. Muy bien. Hands here back behind you. Take opposite hand and elbow. Reach the thighs back and let your head come forward. And from here, palms under the shoulders, stepping back right, stepping back left. Now let the knees float into the floor. Take a little vinyasa, or like fold in at the elbows. Try that just a couple more times so you feel that firm connection into the hands, into the shoulder blades. Lift and lower the weight of the body. Come down, keep the chest open. And exhale, reaching weight back, scooping in. Good. Hands behind the head. Open, lift your chest as you push the tops of the feet into the floor. Inhale, stretch, reach the fingertips, los dedos afuera. 10 toes up. Right leg en el aire. Open, stretch it behind you. You could even flip this dog if that was something your spine was saying yes to. Your hips were saying yes to this morning. Y ahora, el pie detrás de la mano, so you're going to push your foot there behind you. Come up, find warrior two. Try a little circle through the shoulders with the arms out. Good. Con los brazos afuera, and then circling in. Then one arm circling in as the other arm circles out. One arm circles in. Good. All right, and then from here, dedos hacia tus axilas. Take your fingertips. Good, now roll the palms up. 3, 2, 1. Otra dirección. 3, 2, 1. Una adelante, una atrás. Y una adelante, una atrás. And then dedos juntos. Bring it in for a second. Stretch it out. Adentro, afuera. Good. Come take this top arm sobre tu oreja. So stretch out through your top ear. Then move the hand behind the back. Maybe see about the two hands coming together. Reaching, alcanzando la cabeza atrás. Abriendo, so opening now. Top arm over the ear, sobre la oreja. And once again, get that weight of the body in the feet. So spread the toes, talones, aquí. And now you're going to take your back foot in, 2 feet. Walk your right hand out, 1 foot. Find that top leg, moving in. Good. And then from here, you could set that foot down, maybe rebind the pose, or just come to standing or step your left foot in underneath you, and then find your weight there in the left foot. And then maybe extend the right leg. And then maybe lower that down. And then let's just find ourselves on the other side of the mat. We'll try that external rotation sequence. So picking up your feet. Dedos, plantas, talones. dedos, plantas, talones. And feel that connection into your core as your feet lift up. Good. Feel the head right above the tail as your feet lift. Exhale, pull the center strong. Beautiful. Brazos en el aire. Take 2 arms up. 2 hands to the thighs as you slide back. And then play once again. Right arm alongside the body. Left arm alongside the ear. Switching arms. Switching arms. And now, hands to the thighs. Stretch your throat up. The deep back bend. And then exhale. Hands to the inner thighs. The head come down. And pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, come all the way up, lifting your head. And then once again, just kind of tap into your shin bones. Reach your hands to your ankles, to the backs of the ankle, and pull up on your legs as your head comes down. So you're really almost bracing your arm against your pantorrillas, against your shins, against your calves. And from here, I'm going to push now backs of my wrists there into my arms and really just let myself go. From here, left hand under your left foot, pull. So you'll melt your head towards your right ankle as you pull. Inhale, lift that up. Exhale, switch. So hand under the foot, pull back, and take your gaze, your head over to the left. Inhale, let's look all of that up. Exhale, step back con la pierna izquierda, con la pierna derecha, and then let the knees move in. Push, I can't say this enough, really push back with the arms to lift and lower yourself. Vamos a mantener la cabeza sobre el coccyx. You're going to keep your head above your tailbone. Lift and lower. Good. Y desde aquí, go ahead, move some weight back for a moment. Take the hands, palmas juntas. Good. Press the feet here into the floor, empujando los piecitos en el piso. And then exhale, lifting yourself arriba, arriba, arriba. Good. And then from here, if you like, find your heels. With your hands, let the head come back. Push with the feet to lift. Inhale, taking the arms all the way up, bring the palms forward, push through the feet. We lift la pierna izquierda en el aire. You can lift the left leg. Bend the knees, just stretch the hip or come all the way over into a little bueno. Flip of the dog, anchoring your feet. And again, push through the feet to find yourself on the other side. Vamos a poner la mano, el pie izquierdo detrás de las manos. Good. And then we're going to come up through the shoulders. Hacemos círculos. Here we are, warrior 2. Haciendo círculos otra vez por, And then exhale, un brazo adelante, un brazo atrás. Otro brazo adelante, otro brazo atrás. Good. Fingertips pull in, curling up and reaching out. Curling up and reaching out. Curling up and reaching out. Palmas arriba. Hacemos círculos. 3, 2, 1. Otra dirección. 3, 2, 1. Un brazo adelante, un brazo atrás. Cambiamos. Un brazo adelante, un brazo atrás. And then again, fingertips into the shoulders and out. Good. Find that through your dedos. Y afuera. Y afuera. Y afuera. So now hold this bend. And then exhale, come. Estiramos. Good. Over, over, over. Good. Now I'll take that top arm. Bueno, back behind you. And then you can see about making a little bind of this pose, maybe not, maybe just taking your hands behind the leg in the back. And again, I try to push through the feet so the weight of my body isn't hanging out on the thigh. Wrenching that arm down. Exhale, otro brazo arriba. We'll bend the knee once again and find a big stretch. Muy bien, desde aquí, la palma en la cadera. Step that back foot in. Walk your mano adelante, más adelante. Y vamos arriba. Vamos arriba, arriba, muy arriba. Good, so you're just reaching, floating, flotando. And then vamos a bajar otra vez. You'll lower that down. And then si queremos abrazar, so if you want to hug that arm once again. So I'm going to take my left hand to my right wrist here. And then step my back foot in 2 feet. And then just walk weight into my front foot. And then see about just being there. And then see about creating some extension. Y doblando. Y relajando. So now take a second, everybody. Oh. And let's just do some circles. So circles with the arms big, pulling towards your body. And then circles away from the body. Then hands to the hips, manos hacia la cadera. And then circle, circle, circle. Otra dirección, circle the other way. And again, feel that deep connection into the abdomen. Vamos a hacerlo otro lado. Good. So I'm going to kind of anchor the weight in my left foot and then lower my leg if I lose balance. Hacemos otra dirección. 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Exhale, take that down slow and low. And you can just kind of sweep side to side. So if it feels nice to kind of twist and release some of those bigger movements. Beautiful. Okay, take the 2 arms up, 2 arms down, left leg up. Fingers of the left hand move to your dedo gordo, to your big toe. Okay, what happens when you lose your balance? Go right to that place, right where you lost it. See if you can gain it. Muy bien, vamos a extender. Let's just extend the knee. So I've got my right hand on my low back. Try to feel my sacrum move down and underneath me. Good, holding on to that sensation. It can take the leg out. Good, bring it right back in. And this can be done with a bent knee also. Now just extend, bend the knee, and then lightly, just move through the feet. Good, so my whole meditation, the thought with balance, can you slow it down? When you lose balance, instead of wobble back and forth, can you just slow down wherever it is that you are and set the bone back down? So freeze and lower till you find gravity helping you even out. Muy bien. Vamos a intentarlo otro lado. Let's try this on the other side. So dedo planta talón, 2 brazos en el aire, and then vamos a subir el pie derecho. You're going to lift the right foot. And dedos, los primeros dedos de la mano derecha, your first 2 fingers of your right hand hacia tu dedo gordo, and then we can extend. So this left hand at your sacrum might give you some good information. Kind of try to move the tailbone underneath you till you feel that left glute and hip. So the tailbone's not going to flop to the other side, but the muscles are going to hug up at the bones and support that movement. Okay, y ahora la pierna adelante, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, doblando la rodilla. Good, I have to tell you, we're going to put our blankets in the middle of our mat, that sometimes when I'm exhausted, I'll say to myself, oh, we don't have to balance today or something. And then if I really listen, it's like, that's the thing we need to do. It's the thing I don't want to do. Good. So I got my heels moving together and my tailbone's going to move down. I'm just going to let my head and heels kind of move apart here. And walk, andamos los piecitos, los fingertips out. Good. So now from here, desde aquí, I'm going to put my palmas juntas, just bring my palms together and move the weight of my body back. Scoop up into my center. Good. Push those forearms or antebrazos abajo. And then so you could just be here. Or if you wanted to curl your 10 toes under and walk some weight back. And then from there, find your weight. How is it held? By pushing the forearms down, finding some equilibrio por la pelvis. Y desde aquí, besitos en el aire. Good. I'm just going to bend my right knee, try to orient my kneecap to the sky, and then extender otra vez. I did that with my left leg. Y ahora, los dos. And then from here, bajando las piernas, lowering back down. Exhale, estira, estira el cuello. So just relax your neck. Take two hands to the side of the mat. And exhale will come down. So inspirar arriba, stretch adelante. And then expirar, we can estirar atrás, stretch back. Inhale, we'll come up, move forward. And then exhale, let's just move some weight back. From here, I'm going to unfold my two legs, slide my hands around my right leg, and take left hand to the right wrist. Good, maybe you want to come up here and just stretch your shoulder. Kind of letting the weight of the thigh release into the arm. Set it down. Good, inhale, coming up. Exhale, wrap the weight of the body. So you're coming around the left leg. And then once again, you can sit up here and just kind of let the weight of the leg estira, relaja tu brazo. Good. So now, setting your left foot down, we're going to take your two arms to the insides of the leg. And they can do whatever they want to do here. Maybe you take your hands to your sacroiliac and just give this a few breaths of release. Maybe your hands come together, maybe they don't. Muy bien. And from here, let's take two hands to the outsides of the feet. Now, move the thoracic spine in. And exhale, that's an extension of your pierna derecha. Let's try it with the left leg. Vamos a extender la pierna izquierda. Y ahora dos piecitos juntos, moviendo la columna adentro. And then vamos a extender. Good. Exhale, float your feet abajo, brazos en el aire. And then I'm just going to exhale, float until I feel my esternón, más o menos on the same plane as my knees, mis rodillas. And then I'm going to just practice extending and bending each leg. Good. Maybe find both legs arriba. And then from there, Slowly vamos a mover abajo. So moving down, letting your head come down. And from here, piecitos en el piso. And your pelvis, la pelvis en el aire. Con las palmas juntas. Move your shoulder blades together. Vamos a mover los omóplatos juntos. Good. Now, if you like, hands here underneath your shoulders. I'm sorry. Hands on your elbows, hacia tus codos. And your shoulders should be opening, your chest should be opening. Exhale, release that. From here, I'm going to take my two arms up and then manos detrás. So take the hands here back behind my shoulders and feel some energy in my fingertips. So I'm just kind of pushing. So again, if that's all you did was just push through the fingertips and kind of lift the spine, you might get to the point where you can lift the pelvis and then also lift the head. And if you're here, you could practice lifting one arm and then the other. You could come all the way up. Good, your head could come down and the pelvis could come down. Take the right leg across the body to the left, the arms up. Exhale, open, try that on the other side. Muy bien. And from here, brazos aquí, taking your two knees up, your two heels, and exhale. Toes down, thighs lift, big breath. Good. So maybe you want to walk your hands to the hips and the shoulder blades together, or maybe lift the legs here. Take the tailbone, scoop it up towards your heels. Maybe take the hands down and slowly, slowly bajando. Good. So now, heels in the floor. Exhale. Lift, lift, lift. I'm going to pull my bottom lip, mi labio abajo, sobre mi labio encima, superior. And really stretch. La garganta, stretch your throat. And then we'll exhale. Lower the head softly. Your heels can fall in, your toes afuera. Abrimos los brazos, open the arms. Y just relajamos un ratito. And let's try. Take your right index finger to your left nostril and close it off and just breathe a few times through your right nostril. And now take your right thumb to your right orificio nasal, your right nostril, and then let's breathe through the left. And then just freeing that up, open yourself here, a couple more big breaths. Oh, inhale, stretch, take the arms up. Giramos hacia un lado, so just turning to one side. Finding ourselves sentado. Good. Con las palmas juntas. Bajando la cabeza, cerrando los ojos. Amigos, amigas, tu práctica es un regalo. Disfruta tu día. Namaste. All right.